The National Committee for Families and Children is seeking to put an end to child marriage and early unions in Belize. Although the formal or early union between two persons under the age of 18 is a human right violation and a form of gender-based violence, 1 in 5 females and 1 in 10 males in Belize between the ages of 15 to 19 are in child marriages or early unions, making it the second highest rate of child marriage or early unions in the Caribbean. There are many reasons why girls and boys enter into child marriage or early unions, and when they do, the consequences are serious.
A study conducted by GoHoven Belize reveals that girls and boys enter child marriage and early unions primarily because of social pressure, rebellion, pregnancy, poverty, and lack of parental support. Child marriage and early unions has many consequences for our teen girls and boys. Our girls are exposed to health risk of early or unwanted pregnancies, increased risk of contracting sexually transmitted infections, and limiting their social development. While in most cases, our boys are forced to terminate their formal education to enter the workforce, limiting their social and economic development.
So today, the N.C.F.C launched a plan that details how they will put an end to childhood marriage and early union. A range of strategies and interventions form a central part of the roadmap, from access to parent education and youth-friendly spaces, to social and behavior change communication programs to influence gender and social norms. UNICEF communications consultant Charlene Tablada says that educational opportunities and access to prevention and protective services are critical.
One of the biggest thing, one of the strongest pillar here that we're talking about has to do with education, and in particular second chance education, because we're well aware of the fact that we have a high percentage of young persons who are not in secondary education. And therefore, one of the activities that we are focused on the roadmap is to expand access to second chance education and skill training opportunities that are linked to economic opportunities for adolescents who are not in formal education. A strong pillar of this roadmap is about prevention and protection. So how can we ensure that we strengthen the early warning systems to ensure that early interventions are in place to decrease school dropout? While there are some support services, what is happening is that we don't have a comprehensive system of support services. So girls might be able to access one service, let's say the health service, but there's not a strong link between the health service and, let's say, the protection service that ensure that this girl is able to access a steady flow of support services to help her to deal with the challenges that she's facing.
Judith Alpuche, Chief Executive Officer in the Ministry of Human Development, says the Community and Family Unit must be key players to put an end to child marriage and early unions.
It is really about how do we get the community and the major duty bearers to help us to protect children, the parents and the families. And really it is the attitude of the community as well to see that when young people enter into these unions early, or because of insufficient information, or because of being forced, as we know the data shows, into early sexual debut.
Reporting for News 5, I'm Andrea Polanco.